Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your love reading from June till October. A very, very special time period there. It's because Venus has entered into Leo from the 6th of, no, probably not, but from the 5th of June until the 8th of October. And it's going to stay there for a fair few months. And usually Venus stays only for about a month in each sign and then it moves on. So this is very different and very beautiful that it's stationed, like it just stays there. It sort of moves in there for a bit. It even goes retrograde. It has enough time to go retrograde within Leo and then it goes forward again and eventually moves on into Virgo. But this is not going to just affect Leo. It's going to affect the whole collective. And I rarely do love readings, if ever. I just felt so called to do a love reading, a specific love reading, specifically about romance, both for committed and singles. And I always say, because you're single doesn't mean that you're looking for relationships. So obviously, this is if you're single and you're looking for a partner. So we're going to see what's happening for you with Venus in Leo from June till October. And I also want to say that I do offer personal readings. At this moment when I'm offering this, at this moment when I'm doing this video, I'm offering them. But if you're listening more towards September, you're finding this video and you can't find anything about it, it means that I've stopped doing them. So I can't promise fully that I still do them, but for right now. Okay, so what do we have for Cancer for love, please? Love for committed and single. Committed and single, just breathe. Someone in the essence there. Let's see what that is about. Love for Cancer. What is going on for Cancer, please? With Venus in Leo, June till October. There you go. I'm going to just get a couple of cards on the table. Heal. Number 17. One more card, and then we're just going to go deeper into the energies. Win or lose, number 5. So we're starting with just breathe. So this is very much my meditation card. This might really just be very platonic in the sense that, okay, if you just really pay attention to your energy, to your vibration, where you're at when it comes to loving yourself, respecting yourself, having a healthy relationship with yourself, feeling confident within yourself, you might just need to do a little bit more meditation work where, you know, you strengthen so much within yourself without, you don't even have to, like, this is not a workshop, this is not a study, this is not, you have to all like to practice feeling more confident or practice feeling more love towards yourself. That's sort of really awesomely just taking care of all by itself in meditation. Because as you sit there, you start to remove, like all by itself, you start to remove resistance and blocks and things that are hindering you from being exactly who you really are. And who you really are is this loving being. And then we have sort of put a lot of stuff on top of it. So it maybe has made it a little bit tough for you to really find a beautiful love partner, someone that really respects you, someone that really values you, because there's been a little bit of issue with that towards yourself. I just feel like the more you go into that meditation, the more you strengthen the bond with yourself, with Source, the more you're going to strengthen the bond with someone, like someone else is starting to come in here. You will feel them in the essence of you. And this is obviously if you're single. This is if you haven't met someone yet. This is when you're starting to recognize, and you can, and it depends on how like sensitive you are, how intuitive you are, like about who's around you. So you might even actually start to feel them around you, like almost like someone there, but then they're not. Or you start to dream it. You have dreams about them. You might not see their face. You might not know fully who they are, but they will start to show up in your dreams. And if they're starting to show up in your dreams, it means that you're starting to show up in their dreams, even though you're not aware of it. If you're starting to call in this person, it means that they're calling in you as well. So there's a meeting in the essence there that is now taking place. If this is for a committed relationship, this is just I just feel like this is a deepening. How do I say that with different words? It's just a... Okay, so you can really be with the person and not really know them. You've been with those people, right? And you might even be with someone now, Cancer. Maybe you have just met someone. That's not usually what this reading tends to be for, but it's coming through here. So if you haven't been with your partner for that long, and that long, I mean, you know, a couple of months up to even a couple of years, you might think you really know someone after 1 or 2 years. Let me tell you, you don't, because there can be other sides that start to show up that we had no idea existed. And that goes both ways. It goes in a very beautiful way as well. It's like, if you really are interested and if you really are doing the work on yourself, you really are connecting with yourself and go into a deeper place, a deeper connection with source within yourself, you're going to start to strengthen that bond with your person. Because as you strengthen that with yourself, you strengthen that with everything around you and everyone around you, and especially with a romantic partner. So I just feel like there's such a beautiful thing here that can happen. Like you're really strengthening the bond with someone who you think that you really, really know. And all of a sudden you start to see these other sides show up. Like, where did you come from? Or this is like, wow, there's so much more to them that you actually knew. Okay, and 4 there is 4 is all about the heart and laying a new foundation. Is there anything you want to clarify around this card, please? And I feel if you're single, Cancer, if you're single and this person comes in, you might even be a little bit like hesitant in the beginning, like, because it feels like they're so powerful. It feels like this is a very powerful person and you're like a little bit guarded or like a little bit on your watch. Like, is this really happening? Or can they be really in love with me? Like, am I me? You know, and that's what I mean with just strengthening the confidence and strengthening the love and the respect for yourself. Because as you strengthen that, you see what everyone else sees. You're going to get over that eventually, but in the initial stages, you might actually be a little bit like, I don't know, maybe almost a little bit shy. Quite cute. Okay, is there any clarification around this card, please? And whether you're in a committed relationship or single, do your meditation. It will really help you a lot. Obviously, you don't do it if you don't want to. Look at that. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success, and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. And if we just look at this card, if we don't do anything about those words, we just start with the card, the image. This is my almost like happily ever after card. It doesn't get any more romantic than this. It doesn't get, like, this is a proposal on the table. This is when we get married. This is commitment. We go to freaking Paris out of all the countries. Paris, France, with the Eiffel Tower in the background. This is 10 of Ariel. So 10 of Ariel is the icing on the cake. It's not the icing, it's the cake itself. It's the yummy, it's the whole foundation, it's the whole shebang. So 10 is a completion. This is where we land. Ariel is all about love and manifestation. So it's like you take them to Paris, they take you to Paris. It doesn't necessarily have to be Paris. It can be anywhere. I don't know why Monaco. I don't know why Monaco pops up in my head. Maybe someone is already in a committed relationship and you went to Monaco for something. And they just want to throw that in there, or that has been like a dream spot for you, a dream place for you. That's where you want to take your person, or that's just where you want to go. Anyway, this is just showing up here to say this is leading to a good place. If you're committed, you're definitely taking things to the next level. It's deeper and deeper commitment. However commitment looks to you. Commitment doesn't have to be a wedding. Commitment doesn't mean you have to get married, right? Commitment is what commitment is to you, but it's definitely like next level commitment. It's next level, like not engagement, but engaging in each other, you know? And if this is you being single, this is a promise. This is like, you can have, it's like almost you need validation here, Cancer, a little bit. It's like you can have the romantic love. You can have the full-blown cheesy romantic love. It is for you. It's going to be there. I love that for you. And then we have this heal card, which I love. I love how this is going to break some chains of things that ancestrally had, like something has repeated itself over and over again, generation after generation, that maybe there's been a download of not getting these relationships right, not feeling worthy of them, being in very, imbalanced, really maybe even toxic relationships and all of that, and just healing the trauma once and for all. Like it stops with you, like coming to this place. Even so, Cancer, you might have seen your parents not having a really beautiful, loving relationship. Maybe they separated really when you were really young. Maybe they stay together, still are together, but they shouldn't have been because it's not very healthy. Maybe you haven't seen your grandparents being a very lovey-dovey, and so you take that on. Vibrationally, we just take that on, right? But there's something coming into the place where you're at right now. So two things are coming through there. And this is both, whether you're in a committed relationship or single, it doesn't matter, because it's not really about that. It's about whatever you're doing, Cancer, right now. You're simultaneously on this path. You're not simultaneously. You're on this path. Sorry for, I'm disagreeing with myself. Like, it was me who said it. Well, I'm changing my mind. I'm just feeling, I'm sorry. Like, I'm a little bit schizophrenic here. I just feel like you're on this path, this very spiritual path, Cancer, as a foundation. That's what you're on first and foremost, not simultaneously. But as a consequence, the partners, the relationships are the type of relationships that you're going to have in your life. And the biggest thing for you has been to heal trauma, to heal even ancestral wounds. And it stops with you, and it's like, bam, you're breaking the chains. There's no more disallowing of oneself. There's no more diminishing. There's no more, that's what I feel like. Come into the respect for yourself. Come into the real love for yourself. Feeling the true healthy relationship with yourself, with your source first. And as a beautiful consequence, as you reach this level, now you start to attract from a wholesome place, from a healthy, loving place. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're in a committed relationship already or if you're single. This is like your path. This is what you're doing. Is there anything we want to clarify around this heal card? I just feel like this healing thing, just coming together with someone else, is just really going to help you deepening that journey. So if you've been on a journey, you probably have met people that has been catalysts, is what I call them. They have been people that has triggered you, that has triggered the trauma, that has broken you open in some fashion, that has been really, really tough. And now, as you come into this healing place, becoming whole, now as people enter in, because now they're going to be attracted to that type of vibration. Now as they enter into your life, there's rather than they're there to break you open now they're there to support you in this healing mission. I hope that makes sense. They're there for a beautiful support. Is there anything you want to clarify? The moon card. So yeah, for sure. Something that has been laying underneath. Some truths are coming up to the surface. The real you is coming up to the surface. There's no, like I said, there's no more diminishing. There's no more pushing down. There's no more secrets. There's no holding back. It's just stepping into the beautiful light that is you, Cancer. Fully coming into yourself. Coming into your own. Then we have win or lose, and I'm actually going to read from the book for this. Number 5 with, is that, nope. I'm sorry, I'm not completely familiar with the order of this book. There you go. So keywords to this card is disagreement, ego, detach, and love. Often in matters of the heart, people find themselves in disagreement, set against one another in a battle of wills. Ego takes the place of intellect. Greed overtakes generosity. The love in relationship is forgotten in the desire to win. But where there's a winner, there's also a loser. The partners are no longer equals, and the relationship can falter or completely break down. At this time, be cautious about letting your ego trick you into acting in your own self-interest, especially at someone else's expense. If another person is trying to provoke you, do your best to remain detached. Solve disagreements in a way that makes everyone a winner. Find the middle ground where each person yields just a bit, but just enough. Let love be your guide in dealing with conflicts around matters of the heart. In the end, it's not winning that matters, it's the love. And so I feel like this card is just what I just talked about. I feel it's, like I said, before having this breakdown, breaking open of yourself, before having this healing take place, you probably were in a disrespectful situation with other people. You're not respecting yourself. You're not loving yourself. You're not feeling healthy around your own like beauty of who you are. And so therefore others won't either. And so there's relationships that come into your life that helps you. It doesn't feel like help, does it? It feels horrible when it happens. It feels like why are they so mean, or why are they so and this might even be you, Cancer. That's tough if that's you. If that's you breaking other people open. I say that's probably the toughest. It's probably the toughest challenge a person can have. Coming to this earth, and their mission is to break others open. Which means that they need to act in complete douchebag capacity. Ugh. Like, how horrible to take on that role. They won't set the intention. I will come to planet Earth and I will just mess with people because I can. Obviously, there are other ways to break people open. Long story, I mean, I could talk another week on that subject. But anyway, there's something here that you have definitely. I'm thinking of that beautiful song with Joni Mitchell. Both sides now. You've seen love from both sides now, from up and down. I can't remember the lyrics now, but like I'm thinking of that song, like how everything have two sides to it. And you have definitely seen two sides of it, and definitely more of the side that is not so beautiful, that probably has come from a more egotistical place. It's about the winning, it's not about the love, it's not about us against the conflict, it's the conflict between each other, And you're breaking those chains now. You're breaking those chains now. And you're going to come into a new scenario where you get to experience real love. When there's no fighting against each other, it's a how do we take on this challenge together against this thing? Some final advice, some final messages here for Cancer, please, around their love. You're going to meet someone beautiful, and you're going to even go off to Paris and celebrate. Like, I just want to let you know that that is on the table here. And it's also talking about like how much of a journey you've done to get to that place, or are still doing to get to that place. You can be free, make courageous choices to change your situation. So this is 8 of Michael, where you have felt stuck, where you have been living maybe in challenge, expansion, growth phase for such a long time. You're now opening the gates. You're ready for this next chapter. Whatever your status is, whether you're single or committed, there's a next stage here. Really beautiful, Cancer. I hope that's helping. This is from June till October. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.